The government will this year spend $229,567,050 on acquiring or maintaining fixed assets such as land, buildings and equipment. This was announced yesterday as Prime Minister Dr. Ralph Gonsalves presented the 2017 budget in Parliament.
This represents a marginal decline in this category of 1.7 million when compared with the 2016 budget. It should be noted, however, that when compared with the actual spending on goods and services in 2016, the budgeted figure for 2017 is 6.5% higher. This category of spending is made up of several items, including utilities, communications expense, operating services, maintenance services, rental of assets, materials and supplies, and so forth. As a consequence, we are able to carefully adjust the allocations across these various items of expenditure by providing increased resources where required, while at the same time reducing some items where historical spending patterns suggest the demands are not as great.
The PM announced that this year the recurrent expenditure, including the paying off of debt and sinking fund contribution, amounts to $747,376,387. The combined estimates of income and expenditure brings the total budget $976,943,467.
We see the strategic priorities of the government for the 2017 fiscal year. In respect of the recurrent budget, 76.3% of it is allocated to 4 functional areas. These are general public services, where there's a total of $282.9 million, or 37.8% of the recurrent budget has been allocated. Education accounts for 16.1%, or $120 million of the recurrent budget, $120 million. 2 economic affairs in the recurrent budget amount to $98.8 million, or 13.2% of the recurrent budget. And social protection, $91.5 million of the recurrent budget, or 12.2% thereof. Other important strategic priorities of the government are health and public order and safety, where $68.9 million allocated to health, recurrent budget, and $63.9 million to public order and safety.
The PM said that this year tax revenue is expected to grow by 4.8%. It is with much sadness that the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College SVGCC family acknowledges the tragic deaths of 3 of their students over the weekend. These students, Danny Horn Macrae, Karian Padmo and Aziza Dani, had just completed a 6-week industry placement at the Crane Hall and Resort in Barbados as part of their 2-year applied associate degree in hospitality studies and in culinary arts at the Division of Technical and Vocational Education, the DTVE. They were part of a small group of 7 students selected for this internship. The 2 other students involved in the accident were Camillus Boye and Darren Daniel. Darren was kept for observation at the Queen Elizabeth Hospital in Barbados and discharged on Sunday, 29 January 2017. Camillus was discharged from the hospital yesterday morning, January 30th, 2017. This partnership between the Crane Hall and the SVGCC began in 2012 and has become an ongoing feature of the college's calendar. It provides students with a high-end industry experience that they all eagerly look forward to each year. This is indeed another sad occasion at the SVGCC, having lost Mr. Onixie Hamilton on All Year's Day, December last year. We crave the media's indulgence for the opportunity for our staff and students to grieve in privacy. In times like these, we look to the rock, who is Jesus. The OECS Commission extends deepest condolences to the director, staff and students of the St. Vincent and the Grenadines Community College on the passing of 3 students enrolled in the college. In particular, the Commission sympathizes with Director Nigel Scott and Mrs. Hazel Roberts, Head of Department of Hospitality and SPGs at the SPG's representative on the Eastern Caribbean Institute of Tourism, the ECIT Task Force, as they mourn the death of the 3 hospitality students from the community college who died over the weekend in an accident on the way to the airport. The students were due to return to St. Vincent after their internship at the Crane Hall Hotel in St. Philip's, Barbados. The other two DTVE students who were on the internship program in Barbados returned as scheduled on Sunday, January 29, 2017. Miss Relisha Roberts and Miss Jayon Cato were met by parents, director, deputy director and registrar of the SBGCC, dean and deputy dean of Division of Technical and Vocational Education SBGCC, lecturers, members of the clergy from SBG Christian Council. Currently in Barbados are Deputy Dean Janelle Allen and lecturer Miss Philon Haksha. They will work on closure arrangements there along with parents of the deceased students or partners at the Crane Hotel and Resort, the police and other officials. Prime Minister Dr. The Honorable Ralph Gonsalves held a press conference on Monday, 23rd January 2017 to update the nation on the new developments following his recent trip to Abu Dhabi and London. The trip centered around the attendance of the 7th Assembly of the International Renewable Energy Agency IRENA in Abu Dhabi, UAE, which was geared towards advancing the global renewable energy agenda relating to the progress towards the reduction in global carbon emissions and transitioning to cleaner renewable energy alternatives. Prime Minister Gonsalves said that while he was in Abu Dhabi, he met with government officials from the United Arab Emirates, UAE, including the Minister of State and Foreign Minister, where discussions were held regarding a number of new developments that he intends to disclose at a later date. In addition, Prime Minister Gonsalves noted that during his trip, a proposal was submitted to Abu Dhabi Development Fund concerning resources for feeder roads, village roads, and secondary roads. The New Democratic Party, NDP, will host its annual convention on Sunday, 12th February 2017. The party will use this convention to elect executive members. These members are elected through a democratic process. The convention will be held at the Layu Playing Field in the Central Leeward constituency. It commences at 11 a.m. The New Democratic Party, NDP, was founded in Kingstown, St. Vincent and the Grenadines on Wednesday, 3rd December 1975 by former Prime Minister Sir James Mitchell, but has lost the last 4 general elections under the former leadership of the Honorable Annim Eustace. The NDP is the first and only political party in SPG to have won all the seats in a national election. First Citizens Investment Services Limited, as part of our CARE initiative of our Corporate Social Responsibility Program, in collaboration with a private partner, had undertaken to restore and enhance the roundabout area at the St. Vincent Grammar School. To ensure the maintenance and sustainability of the project undertaken, we are currently working with the Environment Club of the St. Vincent Grammar School via a poster and essay competition around the theme of stewardship of our environment. The winners of these competitions will be presented with prizes at the school's General Assembly on Monday, 6th February 2017 at the school's auditorium at 8 a.m. where the project will be officially launched. The National AIDS Secretariat within the Ministry of Health, Wellness and the Environment is embarking on another Valentine's Day promotion. Last year's promotion was celebrated under the theme, I Love Carefully. The theme of the 2017 promotion is Love with the Glove. This theme follows on from our World AIDS Day messages from 2016, Take the Challenge, End AIDS, and Hands Up for HIV Prevention. In a similar way to last year's promotion, we will have prize giveaway contests and we'll host our exhibition, Love Package Distribution and Testing on Monday, the 13th of February 2017. We encourage persons to stay updated for further details of the promotion on our Facebook and Instagram pages at NASSVG. Stay with us, the sporting highlights are up next.